How's it going, lads? Marshall here, and welcome yet another Futmas review on the channel. They're coming thick and fast, and today we are down to number 17 in the countdown, and it's going to be Virgil van Dijk. Now, on the leak, it was Bakambu. Bakambu was set to be released, but EA, they've seen that, and they are altering a few players here and there, and today's player that they have altered was Bakambu for Virgil van Dijk. So we're going to review a centre-back. On this channel, you don't really see too many centre-back reviews or goalkeeper reviews, but if you do want to see a difference to that in the future, you know what to do. Let me know in the comment section below, show me your intent, like the video, let's aim for 1,000 likes on this one, and if you do want any cheap MSP, PSN or even game codes, head on over to g2a.com, use that code M89, every single link that you will need is right there in that description below. So, in Virgil van Dijk's case, you know that he is very overpowered on this game. He's very tall. I know he's 6'4". He feels like 6'7" in game. He feels very, very tall. The character model is massive, and he is very strong into this one, having 94 strength. That is crazy. That is crazy. So I wanted to test him with the big boys just to see if he would fit in. The likes of Ronaldo, the likes of Hullet, and the likes of Desai. You've got Jordi Alba, who just came out today, number 18. We've got number 16, Januzovic, at centre mid. Now, in terms of Januzovic or Januzovic or Janozovic, I don't know how you say his name, I really don't, so I do apologise for that for the Austrian, but in terms of his stats, they look phenomenal, they really do. In terms of what he brings to game, you don't really see him too much. As a centre-mid, you don't really see him too much. As a cam, that could change. As CDM, again, that could change. But as a centre-mid, you don't really see him too much. So that's my 2 cents on Januzovic. Alba, it's just the same as the normal Alba. I'm not going to lie. I didn't see much difference at all between that Alba and the normal Alba. There's only a few stat differences here and there between the 85 and the 86. So just keep that in mind if you're going for Alba. I wouldn't recommend either of those two. Van Dijk, on the other hand, we're going to find out today. We've got De Gea, we've got Dijkma at right back, Desai, Hullet, Thiago, Januzovic, again, I said his name wrong probably, I do apologise, Coleman, Ronaldo and Delafeu for that perfect link to Jordi Alba. So without any further ado, let's see if the monsters got it in game. Let's get into the review. So here we go, and today we are going old school, and by old school I mean, you remember my 3, 4, 5 minute videos on this channel? Now it's a bit longer because I want to cram as much information to them as possible. On YouTube, they changed the way the advertising works on the channel, stuff like that, so obviously a monetary gain is there. But today, we're taking it back old school, because with centre-backs, there's only so much you can show. With the attackers, you can show goals, assists, passes, etc, dribbles. With centre-backs, there's like tackles, headers, goals here and there, interceptions. There isn't too much you can show with defenders. So in terms of the length of the video, it's going to be shortened. Now, in the 5 games, he actually did score one. You'll be seeing that in the first clip. He's got 2-star skill, 3-star weak foot, high to medium work rates. Now on centre-backs, you always talk about this. Does high to medium affect the card? Does high affect the card? Does medium high? Does low high? Does high low affect the card? With centre-backs, I don't think it does. I honestly think that the instructions that you set on cards on this game does wonders. It really does. If you tell them to stay back while attacking, they're going to stay back while attacking. Yes, they might push up a little bit further than normal, but mainly they will stay in the defensive line alongside the other centre-back. And actually with Desai, found Desai pushing up further than Van Dijk. So in terms of the in-game stats, not too much has changed in terms of certain stats. But look at the strength, 90 aggression of 79, he's got interceptions 85, head accuracy of 81, marking of 85, stand tackle of 87, and slide tackle of 85. Agility you've just got to watch out for, because I've got it as a con, obviously, because his agility is 58. Now, with his agility being low, and I want to kind of reckon this to Sergio Ramos. Sergio Ramos has like 79 agility. He's very agile on the ball. He can move in and out if he's in a tricky situation in defense. With Virgil van Dijk, he's caught on the turn a lot because his agility is that bad. So in terms of turning around and tracking a runner, running after the runner, catching up with the runner, he's going to struggle because his acceleration isn't the greatest either. However, you do put a shadow chemistry style. It boosts the acceleration a lot, as you see a bit lag in the background. Do apologise for that. But it does boost the acceleration and sprint speed a lot. So you might find it a little bit better. But honestly, the agility on this card makes his turning so slow that he will get caught out a number of times. However, on the other hand, whatever you want to say, His height is massive on this game. It is massive. You would have seen it in the clips already. Look how tall he is, man. That is ridiculous. He overpowers anyone, overtowers anyone on this game. He is very, very tall. So in terms of the best stats, then you can see it on the left-hand side of your screen. We've got strength of 94 and the stand tackle of 87. The tackle on this card is phenomenal, as is it is on his normal card. His normal card has fantastic tackle and height, strength, etc., etc., etc. Could go on and on. And the worst stats of the card, 58 agility and 70 acceleration, which in turn are the cons today. In terms of the pros, then we do have the height. Now he is 6'4", but like I said, in game he feels like 6'5" plus, 6'6" plus, 6'7". He feels so damn tall. I mean, look at Bakayoko's height in midfield there. He looks very tall, but in terms of Virgil van Dijk, he always seems massive on this game, and it doesn't matter which strike you come up against. He always seems bloody huge, and he's got this composure in defense where you can kind of get out of tricky situations very, very well. Obviously, you're not going to turn well. You're not going to obviously be like an Insigne and skip past play after play in defense. But in terms of the ball rolls, in terms of the composure that he's got on the ball, it is very, very good and very good for the centre-back in general. The strength is 94. That is great. That is great. Now, the aggression is quite low at 79. I'm not saying he's going to win every 50-50 challenge, but with the strength that he's got, 94, you can bet your bloody bottom dollar he's knocking a lot of people to the ground. He is very, very strong. The kind of aerial battles, he doesn't lose. He doesn't lose. So what players tend to do against you, it's not even tempt fate. They don't tempt fate. They don't cross the ball. They just do nothing. This guy's going to cross the ball because I've got Virgil van Dijk out there. I've got him selected. I'm pressing the ball. Didn't quite get close enough to him. But Virgil van Dijk there was showing you that people can get away from him. They can accelerate from him. And that was Gabriel Jesus, for example. They can get away from him. So in terms of an overall rating, what I'm going to give him, despite the lack of acceleration, despite the lack of agility, the balance, maybe even the sprint speed, he isn't the fastest in the world, but he does make up with that with his height, his defensive positioning, the strength, the shot power on the card is why I scored the goal earlier on, as you see a goal by Junuzovic going there in the background. This is where the end of the video is coming up. This is where the end of the video is now. The passing is great on the card if you want to pass out of defense, and the tackling is phenomenal again on Virgil van Dijk. So in terms of an overall rating, he's going to get the rating for a centre-back, very good in my opinion, an 8.5. Yes, he doesn't have the acceleration. Yes, he doesn't have the agility, but he's just a freak on this game. He really, really is. And I kind of commented that to someone the other day, that Mbappe was a freak. Mbappe is an exception to a lot of different players on this game just because how he feels in game and how Virgil van Dijk feels in game. Again, it's quite similar to that. He's very strong and he can boss a lot of people off the ball. And he's got this kind of massive leg span where he can intercept a lot of the ball as well. So defensive positioning comes in now with the interception stat and stuff like that. The value for coins, if you want to go out and get him, he's costing between 80 and 100k right now. 8.8 he's going to get for that. I reckon he's worth getting. I really do. I reckon he's worth getting. And I'm not saying he's a must buy. I'm not saying he's stick all your coins in this guy. He's going to be like 80k over the coming day. I reckon he'll drop to like roughly 80k. So I think it was like 1 inform or 2 informs and a few more other players that you've got to stick in for Virgil van Dijk. But honestly, I do reckon he's worth it because in my opinion, this guy can play in foot champs. He can play in divisions, and every time I've come against a Virgil van Dijk, I've struggled like mad to get past him. And you might think I'm dragging this out. It's just, I'm a blabbermouth. I'm talking about a load of shite, but it's valuable shite. Let's just put it that way. The similar players, we have Mustafi, we have Boateng, and we have the normal card of Virgil van Dijk. If you can't afford the upgrade to this card, stick with the normal. If you're kind of using Bailly and Van Dijk in defense, stick with the normal and something like that. Just do that as you hear a notification go off in the background. That is my phone, and that's where I'm going to end the video, lads. Hope you have enjoyed. If you have, as it goes off twice, that's a bit weird. But if you have, lads, smash the hell out of that thumbs up button on this video. That would be massively, massively appreciated. Again, if you want to see more centre-back reviews, goalkeeper reviews, let me know in the comment section below. So smash a like, subscribe if you are new to the channel. And as always, I will catch you all next time.